You know, quiet as it's kept, shit. I would more so like the stability of being on a sitcom because hell, especially if you know there's an all-star cast and all that kind of stuff. You kind of winning. You kind of winning. But movies is cool. I would love to do a film. I would love to do a film. Tyler, holler at me. I would love to do a film. I know somebody else hit me up. I've been getting so many different offers and people sending me, different messages and stuff in my inbox and on my Facebook about different projects and stuff. And I'm eager. I'm very, very eager to do that type of work. I really am. And this is not a advertisement or any of those things because I feel like this right here. You ain't gonna do shit till it's your time. I don't give a damn how skillful you are and how you done mastered your craft or whatever. Hell, if it ain't for you, it ain't for you. And sometimes when you try to put things together that ain't supposed to be together and it keep bumping heads, that mean they don't go with that. So, I say that also to say, fall back. That's what the fuck I'm saying that to say. Fall the fuck back. So, anyway, back on Gash. So, yesterday, I had text messaged him back because I was like, is this a joke? I mean, is this for real? And then I get a message back, well, this is his wife. Wife? What? She was like, well, this is his wife. And yes, I'm sorry, it's not a joke. My husband did die. Blah, 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 blah. And so she was like, I think I remember you. When she said that, I said, oh, shit. She was like, well, she said, I'm free to talk. So I was like, okay. So I called her up on the phone yesterday morning, okay? We talked a good hour and a half. We talked about everything. She was saying, oh, I remember you from back in the day. Weren't you model? Blah, 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 blah. When I met him, that's what I was into at the time. And she was like, I remember your cards, and you and I spoke years ago and all that stuff. And we spoke when I just had my daughter. We just had a little girl at the time. And she called me, thinking that I was one of the chicks that he was sleeping with, though he had my number in his contacts, but no, I wasn't her. And I assured her back then, just as I assured her yesterday, I haven't seen that man in a minute. And he was going to the Hoodie Awards. His group was supposed to have been performing down there in Vegas. And so he contacted me in July. I told him that I was going to Essence Music Festival. And so he was like, oh, okay, well, what's up with the hoodies? I said, nah, I'm not going to go to the hoodies this year. I said, I got too many other things going on. And furthermore, my truck is tripping. I don't know what that's going to cost me. So it don't make sense for me to go out and spend all that money to go to Vegas when I will have to come back and deal with so many other things with my truck and so on and so forth. It didn't make any sense to me. It didn't make no sense for me to go out there and spend $2,000, room, car, food, clothing, all that kind of stuff, and then they hit me and say, okay, your car gonna be $3,550 to be fixed. So it didn't make no sense to me. So that's why I did not go. So he even called me a few days before the hoodies. He was like, all right, T, we're going to the hoodies. You sure you don't want to go? You can roll with us and blah, 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 blah. That's a lot of us. And, we got to pass by your way. We can come by and swoop you up. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I was like, Cash, I'm not going to Vegas. I'm going to stay here with Ken. We're going to the Jazz Festival. We got some other things going on. I'm not going. That was about that Wednesday. No. About that Tuesday of that week when I was making my outfit, somewhere around that time. Because I told him, I said, well, I'm going to the fabric store and making me an outfit. He was like, making you an outfit? I said, yeah, I'm making me an outfit. So that was somewhere around that time when I was making that yellow jumper. Well, His birthday was the 6th of August. The Hoodie Awards was that weekend. That Friday, which was the 5th, he died on the 5th. He was going to the Hoodies on the 6th. Something like that. I ain't got no calendar before me, but he died that Friday. And his wife is just, she had left him. She was telling me, she said, well, girl, I left him, and I was in Mississippi with my family and all that stuff. And, you know, he too much trying to, you know, on this entertainment shit when, you know, I'm living real life, and that's all he wants to do is the next this and that and that and this and this. She was like, I'm tired of that life. So I just took my kids and I left. I said, kids? I said, okay, I remember you had the little girl, but I didn't know you had a son too. So she was like, yeah, I had a son and a daughter. So I was like, wow, okay. So, y'all, that ain't the kicker though. I know y'all wondering, well, how did he die? Family, let me tell you something. Me and his wife was on the phone and we were talking, and so she said, well, Tina, you're not going to believe this. I said, what? She said, now, you know Gash was always with women all the time. And I was like, yeah. And so she said, girl, he died in Long Beach at some chick's house that he met on Tag. He died in her bed after having sex. True story. True story, family. That shit fucked me up. It fucked Ken up, too. We was like, oh, shit, what? And she was like, yes, he met this young lady on Tag. Him and her had been messing around for a couple of weeks. He called himself trying to move in at her spot. And in the midst of it all, this motherfucker died. In somebody else's fucking house. Family, that shit had me so fucked up yesterday. I said, oh, okay. Shit, Ken was like, what's up on that NutriBullet? I said, shit, yeah, we finna start getting something healthy regimen, because niggas is dropping off right now. I mean, this dude's having fucking heart attacks at a rapid rate. I'm talking about young cats. So, of course, they like, okay, when the police and everything came out, she was like, the police was asking her, well, who is she to him? She was like, well, we just met, and I don't know, you know, all she knew him from was his street name. She didn't even know his real name. How about that shit? All she knew was, you know, he's a producer, you know, he's, you know, have this and this going on. He got groups and all this kind of shit, and he got, you know, bitches constantly following him and all that other kind of shit. But she didn't know nothing about his background. Nothing about him. Nothing about his background or anything. And then here she done moved him into her damn house. And I was like, when I was talking to his wife yesterday, I said, you know what? I said, girl, you can't even be mad at it, because there's so many women out here that's doing this shit these days. You know, just moving motherfuckers in. I mean, what's going on with that? What is that? I mean, what is that? You don't know nothing about this nigga. You don't know his background. You don't know what kind of illnesses or anything. You don't know nothing about his background or his history. And you move him in your home with your children? Ladies, we got to do better. We really got to do better, because that's not hot. It's not hot. It's not hot at all. And now they scrambling around and shit. The funeral is the wake is this Friday. At a well-known mortuary here in LA. So she gave me all of the information and everything. And hopefully my truck is ready this week. You know, I don't want to have to rent a car, but if I have to rent a car, I'm gonna have to rent a car. But because the Gardena Jazz Festival is Sunday anyway, so my hope is that my car is ready this week, and then I can go ahead on and go to his services, and then go on and take in the Jazz Festival also on Sunday. I was kind of thinking about going down there anyway, because Snoop. Now, y'all know I don't go to hip-hop shit. I don't go to hip-hop shit. But, you know, we kind of cool. And he's going to be at a music festival. Him, John Legend, a few other motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Just let me know what time is his hit. And I just want to go just to give a little homage to my boy, and I'm out of there. That's gonna be Saturday. And I don't even care to see John Legend. I respect him. I respect his craft, but I I don't follow John Legend like that. So I'll probably just go to go see Snoop, and I'm out of there. So I'm kind of thinking about getting a room in LA this weekend coming up. So then therefore I could go and show my respects for my homeboy that just died, and then go get at Snoop for his hit, and then bring my monkey ass back home Sunday night after the Gardena Jazz Festival. So that's what's going on in my world. But I just wanted to come in and just talk about that for a minute, because family, we as women, we really need to get it together, because it's really, really sad. I understand there's so many women out here want a man, want a good man, and all that kind of stuff, willing to do anything, not even short of selling their soul to have a man in their life. And, and I guess, to a degree me too, because hell, me with kids, some people think that ain't hot, irregardless, bitch, whether or not you separated or legally separated, whatever you got going on, still you shouldn't be woo 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 woo. Motherfuckers pass judgment on all that shit. So, depending on who you talk to and whatever, some people have a serious problem with. And I'm like, damn, how can you have a problem with it? It ain't even affecting your life. It ain't affecting your life, nothing that you got going on. We ain't kicking it up under your air at your house. So it's like, what the hell is the problem? But hey, it is whatever the hell it is. Now, where's the cantaloupe? Hold on. Thought for sure I had some cantaloupe. Maybe not. Thought I had some cantaloupe. Maybe not. Because Isaiah wanted melons. I thought they brought cantaloupe. But anyway, family, there's so much going on out here in this motherfucker. You better have your eyes and shit on the prize out here in this motherfucker, because it is truly so much going on that it's a shame. And Auntie get it. I get it. That at this point in time, it's women is just tired and they want to be loved and all that kind of stuff like that. I even had somebody even ask me, well, ask me some shit about, well, how long did it take you? You said it took you 2 weeks or whatever before you slept with Ken. Is that I don't know how they was putting it. Maybe they were thinking that 8 weeks weren't a long time, because it took 8 weeks for us to mess around. Not saying that was a hell of a long time, because to some maybe it isn't. But it's some bitches out here fucking on a motherfucking dream, don't even know this nigga. They just because this nigga said he's pushing, it's like, oh, okay, well, nigga, what you doing right now? You know what I'm saying? And so, I wasn't that chick. I'm not saying that, I hold a title on, I waited and all that shit, so that mean my shit's hot. No, that don't mean none of that. I waited a little bit, and that worked for us. That might not work for everybody. Has he cheated? Yeah, hell yeah. I heard somebody else sent me a message last night and was like, has Ken cheated? He has. But like I said once again, you can do all kinds of shit for a man, and that ain't gonna guarantee that he ain't gonna cheat on your ass. Let me just gonna say that shit right the fuck right now. Men gonna do whatever the hell they wanna do. They gonna do just whatever the hell they wanna do. And they already know that there's so many chicks out here willing to buy their goddamn story. and roll with what they talking about. Anthony, she only awake?
I heard her.
Because it's 8:20. Don't she have to be to school at 9:40 today?
She getting dressed.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she needs to be awake. Wait a minute. It goes to show my kids, they eating salads, huh? Shit, my babies, they eat salad. Because it's getting so hot to whereas, you know, I'll get to making them some mega salads because it's just too hot for me to cook. I am going to cook today. But, you know, it's just getting too damn hot for me to be trying to cook some shit. So when they get out of school, they have some ice cold fruit, some water, you know, hydrate, make them a salad, you know, that type of shit. I can't, Good morning, baby. I think Isaiah took her out already. See if she needs to go again though.
Okay.
So anyway, yeah, family. I know I'm getting diverted. My house is starting to get a little, you know, everybody's starting to get up and start moving around. Is your dad up?
No.
Want me to wait for myself?
Yeah, go in there and wake him up. Shit, he probably tired. He had games all weekend. Shit, probably just leave him sleep. He's tired. But anyway, family, yeah, so that's what my weekend was about. It was all bad with old girl. I really feel bad about it. You know, I am going to donate some funds to his burial. I got the, you know, and I'm like, you know, I mean, let's deal with some PayPal, you know. She was like, well, you can send a money order to my house. I was like, what? Shouldn't this shit be going to the mortuary? So, yeah, I was told, can I send my check to the house? Shit like that. But I still haven't went on to her Facebook because she gave me her email address, and that was kind of strange. I didn't know that you can find somebody's Facebook through their email address. Apparently you can because she was like, well, go on my Facebook and activate. What, Nana? That means begging? That means begging? Yeah. Hold on. Hey, Mama. So yeah, I was like a little bit kind of taken back because I'm like, you know, it seemed like to me it should be a definite PayPal account. Now, when I went on his tag last night, because she was like, well, have you been on his tag lately? Because he sent me a thing telling me that he was on tag and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, wow, nigga, you still soliciting chicks? You still soliciting chicks? You know, I mean, you just have not changed. I saw him, you remember last year when I went to go see Snoop and them at the Gibson Amphitheater. I saw him there. I see him in passing. I seen him when I went to you like the Taste of Soul in LA. Here, Sebastian. Here, take this one. The Taste of Soul in LA. No, leave him alone. Egypt, no. Here, Nana. Shit, she just took it from me. Nana is something else. That's what Tioni calls her, Nana. And she responds to that shit too. But she is every bit of that. She just took it from you, didn't she? Egypt, no. You better knock it off. You better stop it. Mama gonna be mad at you. You know what? Guess what? I already know what I'm gonna do. I ain't gonna give you nothing else because you showing out. Sebastian. My babies like chicken in their salads. Sebastian, here's a piece. Where's Tink? She don't know that this food jumping off up in here? Where's she at? So yeah, family, I know I'm all over the place, but I'm getting diverted. So maybe I need to get up off of here. But I just wanted to come in right quick and share my weekend and give you guys a little bit of, what happened this weekend, what I do. I started it off. Well, by now you guys have seen that Tony and I went to Huntington Beach on Friday. We had a really, really good time. Really good time. Family, it's sometimes we, get away from the kids to talk about certain things. Talk about, what kind of projects he has going on. Football season is starting up, and Tony is an official. He does college officiating, so he travels a lot during this time of year. It's starting to get real hectic for him. Here, baby. I know she took it from you. Here, baby. And so, so he does a lot of traveling, and then he's been in a football official since 90. I want to say, let's see, we had Anthony in 96, so maybe it was about 95, right before we had Anthony, like the year or so before we had Anthony. And he's been, and his ultimate goal is to become an NFL official. And so he's working towards his goal, man. He's just an awesome dude. He is just awesome. He now has almost, he's right at about 25 years worth of military time in. And so, he's kind of, he's saying that he wants to go on to 30 years of service. And so, we get together and we talk about so many different things, and then his job keeps him really busy. He's an ATC, for those of you guys that don't know who that is, air traffic controller. That's what he does. And so he travels a lot, and that's why sometimes you guys don't hear me talk of him or speak of him or whatever. It's because he's probably not in town. And so we talk, we get together and get away from the kids so we can talk about different things, about what the kids have going on, what their schedules are like. And now that school's just started, we're pushing the kids that they have to at least get into 2 clubs. They have to have 2 clubs. I don't care what clubs you get. I don't care if it's drama, yearbook committee. I don't care what it is, but they have to get in 2 clubs or a Fortnite club every year. So Anthony, he's been in the chess club. He loves chess. And so he's also now wanting to get into drama. And he's a natural like his mama. My baby is a natural with it. And see, he liked all of that True Blood and all that kind of stuff. That's the shit that my son watches. I never watched True Blood. I can't tell you nothing about it. Vampire Diaries and all that. I don't watch that type of shit. But my kids do. And Anthony loves that type of shit. Glee and all that type, that's his shit. My son is more of an international kid. He has friends of different races. All sorts of different races. Asians, blacks. Over here at their reservation, he has a couple of homeboys that's, you know, from the tribe, you know. So he just, I love it. I love it. You know, he's very well diverse. And you have to, I think that I won't say that you have to have that going on, but it's a major plus when your kids are diverse and not just have one type of friends. You know, they have all type of buddies and they learn different types of cultures and languages. And right now, Anthony, he wants to take Asian studies and stuff like that. And he's so moved by the Asian culture, anime and all that. He's into all that kind of shit. So, you know, at this point in time, you know, I'm willing to embrace anything that's going to be positive in my children's lives. And, you know, right now, my point is to get them more healthy. Though I know that I cook rather extravagant, I cook rather fattening, but I don't cook like that all the time. And so, you know, we're taking baby steps with this health thing, you know, because I don't want to just throw them into something, you know, throw them